Alright, I wanted to show you some casework or cabinets that I made that you guys can use if you want to. So I'm just going to go to Insert, Load Family, and I'll navigate to you guys' folder where I saved it. And I'm just going to load these 4 families. There's a couple of instanced ones and a couple of type ones, and you can choose which ones you want to use. I'm going to use the instance one. We've been sort of over what instance and type are. So I'm going to click open and it's going to load those. And I'm going to scroll from the views down to my families here. And in the families is casework, and that's where your cabinets are. So based on how these are categorized, they'll come in under each one of these categories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a base flat front generic instance. And it doesn't really matter which one of these I pick. It comes with different sizes, but I'm just going to pick the 24. And I'm going to drag it over here into my floor plan. And wherever the cursor is, that's where the back of the cabinet is. So I'm going to hit the space bar until the back, I can pick that back wall. And once I pick that back wall, you're going to see that I can then, you can see it over here. I can then, since it's an instance, I can just drag that over to there. And now I just have a big long cabinet, right? So maybe you don't know, how big you want your cabinet to be. But you can come in here and just put in a cabinet that's a kind of generic and isn't overly, complicated. So I'm going to do the same thing for the upper. So you see we have an instance upper, and I'll just drag the 24 out here and do the same thing. And it wants to host to a wall as well. And then I can just move that from there to there. And then I can pull this guy over to here. Right? And then if I come in this view and kind of spin down, you'll see that there's a cabinet. Now this does not have a countertop on it. In fact, you can kind of see down in it. It expects you to put a countertop on it. So if you want to put a countertop on it, you can, and you would typically do that either by loading a countertop or you can build a countertop in place. I'll show you how to do the countertop in place real quick. So if you had a custom countertop that turned a bunch of corners or you wanted to be real specific, you could use this. There is a basic countertop that you can load, so I'll go ahead and load that. I'll go to Load Family, and under Casework here, there is Countertops. And there's just a regular countertop. Now it has a little backsplash on it, or if you don't want the backsplash, you can use the countertop island. Right, so I'll just use the countertop island for right now, and I'll click open, and you'll see that that countertop island comes in with a 48-inch depth, and I can pull that in, and if I space bar around, it'll let me sort of pick where I want that. And it's instanced as well, so you can actually take this countertop and kind of pull it, to wherever you want it as well. And you can see the depth in the instance parameter over there in the properties dialog box. So now, right, I have that countertop in. So there's just a real, and you'll see that the countertop is, of course, not the color we want it to be. So I would come in and just pick it, and you can go to Edit Type and change that to default white if you want to. Click OK, and now it's the white one. All right, you can use those as you wish. As I said, some are instanced and some are not instanced. So, also they do have the dashed lines as a typical way that you would show in a construction set. If you want to turn off these dashed lines, say for your schematic plan, right, if you don't want those showing, you can actually just go to your visibility graphics, and under Casework, you should be able to get rid of these plan and hidden lines and click OK, and now they're gone. So you can add that to your template as well. Okay.